Well, we did it. YouTube did it as well. We took down a judge who was violating the Constitution. On March 4th, 2020, Family Court Judge Louise Goldston was filmed by my client, Matt Gibson, arriving on his property, searching his house as part of a divorce proceeding.
Step off the property. Yeah. Step off the property. Judge, can I ask you something real quick before we get started? Judge, can I ask you something before we get started?
Sure.
Come here, I ain't trying to have everybody else listen.
Well, Mr. Lefty can listen.
That's good. I'm asking you right now, I'm putting in a motion to recuse yourself because you're putting yourself in a witness capacity instead of a judicial capacity. There's no search warrant, no list of everything that we're looking for.
We've got a list of everything.
Not today. Not today. I don't know where some of it's at. So you got it? I need a search warrant. You won't get in my house without a search warrant.
Oh yeah, I will.
A few days later, we uploaded the footage to YouTube. Outrage ensued by the public, disciplinary charges then ensued, a federal civil rights lawsuit ensued, an impeachment in the state legislature ensued. And now, as of yesterday afternoon, the judge has now resigned, facing this impeachment. This calls for celebration, and you know how we celebrate on the Civil Rights Lawyer channel. It was the public exposure that has brought this accountability. Not enough? Well, it ain't over yet. She's still facing a civil jury trial for damages in our federal lawsuit. And as of today, I just discovered this breaking news. 2 additional West Virginia family court judges have also been formally charged for their part in conspiring to help this judge, Judge Goldston, avoid disciplinary prosecution and to harm the judicial system itself. It really is outrageous. If you've been following my last few videos about this, you know that the legislature in West Virginia had decided to impeach this family court judge who searched my client's house. The retirement or resignation of the judge has now brought a halt to that impeachment. If you watched some of my prior videos, you also know this Family Court Judicial Association, pretty much every family court judge in West Virginia comprises this judicial association. They intervened in the judicial disciplinary proceedings against Judge Goldston. I did a bunch of videos about it, and I expressed my concern at that time that I thought they were very likely committing ethical violations by trying to interfere in an active judicial proceeding while they themselves are sitting sitting judges, and that's a violation of the rules. So it's come out now that there are these formal charges against 2 West Virginia judges. One is Judge Stotler, who I've done some videos about already, and another is Judge Rock, who was then the president of the Family Court Judicial Association. These are brand new from the West Virginia Supreme Court. I received some information that they existed. They're public record, so they're not out there anywhere yet. So I'm going to post them up at the blog, and I'm going to put the link to them in the description so you can review them yourself. They're very detailed, they're lengthy, and they list a bunch of factual allegations and a lot of information as far as the investigation goes. Judge Stotler, he was actually a member of the Judicial Hearing Board itself that was presiding over the disciplinary proceedings against Judge Goldston, and he was actually the family court representative of this panel of judges that oversees the ethics of other judges. So he was supposed to be presiding over the case in a fair and impartial way. And so this went to hearing to the board of which he was a member on January 15th, 2021. I was present at that, and I spoke on behalf of my client. Unbeknownst to me at the time, this member of the Judicial Hearing Board was not fair and unbiased, okay? Then on March 18th, 2021, Judge Stotler's family court coordinator, basically his secretary as I understand it, J.R. Campbell, typed the first draft of what has been known as the Stotler letter. Now, the Stotler letter is this letter that was sent to the West Virginia Supreme Court and all of the legislative leadership, basically accusing the judicial disciplinary prosecutors of misconduct in the way that they were handling this case. And these allegations were false. They were later proven to be false. They appear to have been designed to interfere with the process, to basically try to get the prosecutors fired and off the case before it's resolved. So there was a special judicial investigator that was appointed to look into these charges against Judge Stotler. Well, apparently they looked at the metadata, whatever electronic information was available, and they determined that there were multiple people involved in the preparation of the Stotler letter, including Judge Rock, who also has been charged here and who was then the president, apparently, of the West Virginia Judicial Family Court Judicial Association. So he's charged with making several false and reckless statements in that letter. He's charged with failing to perform his job on the Judicial Hearing Board without bias or prejudice. He's charged with engaging in ex parte communications through his Stotler letter, and also lying about whether or not he communicated with other family court judges about it. If you look at the allegations against Judge Rock, you'll see that she communicated with Family Court Judge Stotler about the substance and the edits to the Stotler letter during its preparation. She's charged with engaging in conduct that compromises her integrity and undermines the public's confidence in the judiciary. Now, the worst of it is she's charged with multiple counts basically of lying. She's charged with lying under oath to investigators about the fact that she participated in the editing and the preparation of the Stotler letter. She's charged with lying under oath to investigators about not having knowledge of the contents of the Stotler letter until after it was disseminated. She's charged with lying under oath to investigators about not discussing the Stotler letter with Judge Stotler. She's charged with lying under oath to investigators about not having communications with other family court judges about the writing of or the sending of the Stotler letter, and apparently she talked to at least 2 of them. She's lied multiple times while placed under oath, and she's still a sitting judge as far as I know. Basically, she's charged with using her office to advance false allegations against judicial disciplinary prosecutors in order to help one of her colleagues. Let's just take a step back. We were successful with getting Judge Goldston impeached or on the brink of impeachment where she had to resign. But now, look at this. There's at least 2 other family court judges who were involved in this conspiracy who have now been exposed. And this is breaking news. So the West Virginia legislature is still in session. A conspiracy of family court judges has been exposed. This undermines the integrity of our judiciary as well as our constitutional rights. It seems that the legislature has more work to do and at least 2 more family court judges to impeach. I'll post the link in the description to all of the current members of the West Virginia legislature if you want to voice your concern to them, because it helped when you did it last time with Judge Goldston. It helped overcome the hidden resistance that was going on behind the scenes. So don't stop now. So as always, thanks for watching and thanks for your help. Of course, there's more work to do. Judge Goldston is still on the hook to go in front of a jury for a potential award of money damages against her individually. Again, that case is still at the 4th Circuit, so hopefully that trial will continue. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it. I'll see you next time.